Hello and welcome to Robin's TV Extra Time as we reflect on Bristol City's first trip up to the Stock Racecourse ground in 21 years as they face Wrexham in the Sky Bet Championship, and it was a pretty lacklustre display in the end. Chris Honor is alongside me on Extra Time. He was watching the game on Robin's TV. Is lacklustre a fair assessment, Chris? It was a frustrating evening of football.
Yeah, it was a tough watch, wasn't it? It was 90 minutes that I would like to quickly forget. There were some moments when we looked like the Bristol City team we recognised, but there was times that we just didn't seem to reach the quality that we expect from this Bristol City team. There's times that the game was just there for the taking, and we just didn't execute what was in front of us. And in the end, it was a comfortable 2-0 win for Wrexham.
Yeah, it didn't really feel as though Wrexham had to get out of a first gear. Not enough fight in that Bristol City display. Let's look at the tail of the tape then with the two sets of statistics. Bristol City dominating, well, just possession. But all in all, you look at that, a pretty kind of even contest, which just shows that Wrexham didn't really have to put in a huge performance to get over the line here.
No, I felt as if we shot ourselves in the foot. As we said, we had some opportunities. We seemed to miss them or contrive to miss them. We had a goal which I thought was wrongly disallowed. I think that made Struber very irate and the players very disappointed in the way the game was being handled by the referee. But, you can blame the referee and the officials. But for me, the players have got to look at themselves, especially on fixtures like this, which follow a great Saturday performance at Ashton Gate. You're away from home. You've got to go there and consolidate. You've got a little bit of momentum. You've got to keep the pressure on, the quality high, the effort high, the desire high. And for me, I just didn't see that as much as I expected.
Well, the first goal came in the 16th minute, Broadhead with the strike, and it was a pretty decent strike, it has to be said. Could this be avoided?
Yeah, it all started from a free kick. Again, Bristol City were late to react. The ball was played into the channel. First of all, I think City reacted. I think Tanner took his time getting to the ball. Then Sykes took his time getting to the ball. And if you just watch this and you wind it back, and then Randall took ages getting to the ball was curled into the bottom corner. But if you see in the replay, you see Tanner and Sykes actually having a row after the end of at the end of the finish. Because they're expecting more of each other as well. They're saying, why have you reacted so slowly? There's Tanner held his man up. Then Sykes is taking his time getting to his man. And then Randall takes his time and allows the player to come inside, curl the ball into the bottom left-hand corner. Fantastic finish. But there was 3 players who weren't close enough, not tight enough. And that started from the first minute. And that I don't know when that goal was scored, but it went all the way up to that period and City just weren't at the races.
Yeah, just on the 16-minute mark. Bristol City had their chances. We saw how good Anis Mehmeti was against Swansea at the weekend with 3 assists, but he's lacking that consistency in performance. Should have done better here when he was through on goal, but he blazes over.
Yeah, none of us doubt how much quality the young man's got. He was excellent on Saturday. Here, I think he's personally got too much time. Too many things going through his mind. Instead of placing the ball either side of the goalkeeper, picking a spot, he's gone for power, he's gone for breaking the net, he's gone for the fancy finish, if anything. I know the ball may have just slightly bobbled at the point of contact, but Anis, pick a spot, put it in the spot, trust your ability, don't smack it, don't smash it. I don't think the ball's landed yet. He hit it so hard, it's halfway down North Wales High Street. Put it in the empty net. It doesn't matter how you score. You only get 1 goal for it. Don't make it fancy. Don't dress it up. Just put it in the back of the net. Yeah,
and then Dobson went down the other end and had a similar opportunity through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Drags it wide, and you were thinking at this point it's just City's luck. They miss a golden opportunity, and then they could have been 2-0 down.
Yeah, during the commentary you were saying it's very unlikely for you to get a one-on-one on the goalkeeper, and they went straight back down the opposite end, and that was a perfect chance to put the game out of City's reach. And again, at least he makes his mind up very, very early to pass that ball into the bottom left-hand corner. He's just overdone it. He's overcooked it. He's wrapped his foot around it. Vitek's a big guy when you confront him one-on-one, but I think the Wrexham player should have put that ball away, and Bristol City would have been chasing the game then.
Yeah, delightfully weighted ball from Broadhead in the first instance. Here comes the big controversial moment in that first half. City had the ball in the back of the net, but Emile Rees was adjudged to have fouled the goalkeeper in the process. The more we watch it, the more frustrating it becomes.
Oh, definitely, Toby. Honestly, I actually don't want to see it again. It's a decent strike. The ball got away from the goalkeeper. Rees has gone to poke the ball back towards goal. He's actually being manhandled by the defender. He's done really well even to get a toe on the ball. He's got there probably at the point of impact when the goalkeeper grabs it with his two hands. It's a fair tackle for me. The ball's come out of his clutches. It's fallen to Ross McCrory. He's got the open goal just to tuck the ball away at. The ball at no time was in the goalkeeper's hands. That's a goal. I can't say anything else as a goal. It's as frustrating as you see really bad refereeing decisions. That one's just got one that's gone against the City tonight. Yeah,
that took us to half time. And at that point, we still felt as though there was points to be had for City on the evening. They came out with a bit more attacking intent in the second half, but that led to poor decision making. And I think those of us watching on, that's when it became quite frustrating to watch.
Well, we didn't need any more frustrating after that bad refereeing decision, but we didn't play too badly up to half-time, and then all of a sudden we started creating a few chances, and that's one where, for me, it's easier to score than it is to miss it, and somehow Mehmeti is completely missed the ball, and it's hit his standing foot. He sent the ball back towards goal, but, he was only a side foot into a gaping goal. A brilliant break by City, but just didn't have the quality. And here, Mehmeti feeding the ball into Ross McCrory. Why not pass it really firmly onto Ross McCrory's left foot so he can take it the opposite side of the defender? Then he's got a yard and then he's got more of the goal to aim at. It's really bad execution of a pass. Give McCrory... he did well, actually. I think he went through the defender's legs. But at times, City really didn't help themselves. They looked really dangerous for 20 minutes after half-time. They just didn't do enough.
Moments of attention to detail as well. It's like that sort of moments where they found themselves in good positions and they're putting each other under unnecessary pressure.
There were so many. We picked on Knight there because the ball went under his foot. He was player of the season last year. I don't think he did that for 50-odd games that he played, and he's just come back from injury and he lets one go under his foot. The guy was, player of the season. But it was that kind of evening for City. We just didn't do the right thing, the easy things right. And if you carry on doing that, it's like a contagion throughout the whole team. The standards come down, you get frustrated, you don't carry yourself great, you don't believe that you're going to get back into the game. And City just didn't help themselves this evening for me, and their quality wasn't good enough.
That was City in front of goal. But let's take our attention further back now. Radek Vitek, brilliant 1 minute, sadly madness the next. And we'll call it madness because every goalkeeper will say you should never concede directly from a corner.
Yeah, tough one. You see very, very few of these in your playing career. You see the odd one. And you know what? It's tough. This is the shot, I think, what leads to the corner. But he's been brilliant all season. He doesn't do a lot wrong. And on the corner that we were discussing, he just didn't adjust his feet quick enough. The ball ends up coming over his head. But we were talking about Kiefer Moore as well in the lead up to this. And Kiefer Moore could have had a hat-trick, and it's very rare that he doesn't score against us, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's see the corner incident that went direct. He sort of steps forward initially and then realises that he's found himself out of position.
Yeah, we were lucky to have a shot of him before the corner came in, and there was a lot of jostling around him. He then becomes quite free of all the attention from some of the Wrexham players, and his first instinct is to move forward towards the ball. There's so much whip and pace on the ball that I don't think he has enough time to adjust, and it's over his head. It rebounds off the post, hits him, and it goes into an empty net.
A moment to forget. Not the night for City. But of course, another big fixture comes around the corner very quickly. I think the concern is that we've seen good performances from City on a Saturday, but when they have to then follow that up with games in quick succession, performance levels seem to deteriorate. So they've got to turn things around pretty swiftly to get something at Pompey, where last season they really struggled.
Yeah, that was an interesting fixture last year. Lots of City fans didn't make it because of the bad weather. The wind was blowing a gale, literally. It's another winnable game. It's another winnable fixture. We all know the Championship's a tough league to play in. You've got to have that desire and apply yourself in the right way, or you will get beat in this league. I mean, teams, there is no outstanding teams. We're going to see, we'll talk about Coventry 10 points ahead, but even they have to be very disciplined week in, week out to get the results they're getting. If City go there, believe in their own hype after a 3-0 victory at Ashton Gate on Saturday, you're going to get beat at Wrexham. You've now got to go back out there, reset the mind, reset the passion in your heart, and you've got to go to Pompey, where it's going to be a big, hostile environment. City fans will go down there. It's almost a local derby, or a West Country derby, and there'll be plenty of fans there looking forward to the game. And you've got to raise your game for them, because people pay hard-earned cash to follow City all over the country, and you've got a job to do, and hopefully the City players will come out fighting on Saturday.
And hopefully they'll meet a Portsmouth side low on confidence, losing 3-0 on the night as well to Sheffield United. Thank you very much, Chris, as ever, for joining us on Robins TV Extra Time. That is it from us on here. Of course, Robins TV will have full coverage on Saturday of City's trip to Fratton Park from midday. You can enjoy the free live build-up, and then, of course, buy a matchday pass for full coverage as well on Robins TV. Thank you for joining us once again on Extra Time, not to be for Bristol City, but we'll see you next time.